Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. I am starting to put my background together. It might not stay like this. I might change it. We're not done yet, obviously, so we will get there. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel for free, you can simply hit the subscribe button and the like button. Today, we're going to be watching someone for the second time. I watched this person live with many of you a few days ago, and he's a boss bro, and he had some to say. So together we're going to react to him again. He used to be in Beachbody. He's now in Make Wellness. His name is Scotty, and he's kind of a butt. In my experience listening to him talk, it's like Snob Central. So I guess we'll have a little more Snob Central today. He's also talking with somebody, and I am so sorry. His video is so blurry and terrible. I don't know why. It's just bad. I also kind of want to start covering Boss Bros podcasts, specifically Scotty. He has a podcast and he's a boss bro. And I really want to start covering that shit because, I mean, let me put it this way. I don't hate all men, but like, I could. So we're gonna start looking into that stuff too, because I think it might be fun to add. We'll start with Scotty and see where it goes.
I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
All right, we are going to watch, but just a reminder, he's now in Make Wellness. He's on here talking with someone. Hopefully the blurriness will kind of fix itself so I can see. Maybe he says her name. But Make Wellness is Justin Prince's new multi-level marketing company. Justin Prince was a part of Modere. He was one of the biggest distributors in Modere and ended up kind of getting a little kerfluffle with them. That's a fun word. He got into a little kerfluffle and lawsuits happened and whatever. So now he's doing Make Wellness. So let's see what bullshit Scotty has to say today, and whoever the lady is with him.
Hola, grupo, hola, gente, hola, mis amigos, ¿cómo están?
Turns out this video's in Spanish, but I have another video, so we're swapping videos, and it's still him. Anyway, if you speak Spanish and you want a video to react to, let me know.
What's up, my friends? We're live here from St. George, Utah. I'm on spring break vacation, and the first thing I want to just share.
Forgot to mention, Utah. Can you guess his religion? Mormon. He's a Mormon. And it all makes sense, really, when you get down to it. I was told that you can spot a Mormon from a mile away. I couldn't, but I can spot an evangelical Southern Baptist as well. All I have to do is hear them have a conversation, then I'm good.
From the bottom of my heart, it is an absolute blessing. I feel so blessed. And the reason is because 5 months ago, we were in a place, as many of you know, where we were looking at selling our dream home that we've been building over the past couple of years. So to be able to continue forward with building our dream home and still have the opportunity to come and enjoy a spring vacation, a spring break vacation with my family here in St. George, nothing short of a miracle, but a miracle in the fact of we believe hard, we work hard, and we have great and incredible people aligned with us now.
And we get a bunch of people under our team. We try to jump into new MLMs like Make Wellness, and we try to get as many people under our team as we can so that we can make as much money as quickly as we can, grab our bag, and fuck off. That's what I hear. He gives Big O vibes. Not as like rude as Big O, but like he gives me Big O vibes. Is it because they're bald? I'm not sure. I haven't decided.
I want to just share a couple of things. I know this is titled 5 More Days Left to be able to qualify for and be able to earn between $500 to $103,000 in the Founders Bonus opportunity. And I've had a few of you ask me, like, how do I do that? How does that work? And so forth. And that is on top of all other commissions and team bonuses that you can earn. So to start off, I just want to just hit that from the front. So in our business model that we have here, there was over $100 million put into, with AI technology, the research to identify in nature natural peptides that could and to be able to extract them, get them through the gut biome, which is why it's called a bioactive. Put a matrix around it so it gets through the digestive system and is able to perform a specific function. So there's $100 million put into the research and development of these peptides. That's the first and foremost thing.
I don't think that means that like Justin Prince and Make Wellness put $100 million into them. I think like maybe just the patent for them and like the people, whatever. I don't know how that works. So if you know how that works, you can comment down below. You see my wink? You're welcome. And also I would like links and just things to click on to be able to look through this information. They do not share it. They will not share it. I don't understand why. You know, if it's so crazy cool with the $100 million put into it, blah, blah, why don't you just share? Let me see. I want to be excited for these peptides.
The space of multi-level marketing or direct sales is in not a very good space. And I did a live video the other day. I talked about a lot of these things, about working so hard over the last 6-7 years, myself and people that I worked with, and not seeing the results that they thought they would see or they would hoped to have received. So with our model, we got rid of, like, I was having a conversation when I was in Orlando. One of my best friends, I helped him lose over 100 pounds. He reached out to me and he's like, tell me about this. Like, do I have to have a minimum order amount, was his specific question. And I was like, bro, this is unlike anything you've ever seen before. I was like,
except it's a multi-level marketing company. So it's actually everything like you've seen before. Any multi-level marketing company, the business structure of multi-level marketing is the same for every company. They'll change names, they'll change products, they'll add a little this, a little bit of that, a little that, you know? But that doesn't mean shit because it's still a multi-level marketing company. And the basis of the way people make money are off of people below them selling, purchasing. What I have noticed along the way, and what a lot of other creators have talked about as well, is the fact that the majority of the customers, the MLM's biggest customers, are the distributors. They buy the bulk of the products. That's MLM to a T. The biggest customers are the distributors, and the way you can make the most money is having a downline that will work to make you money.
I was like, first of all, brother, it's $0 to enroll. It's 0 monthly fee. It's 0 required product purchase. And you just literally enroll with your email address and a password, and you get a referral link. And when someone clicks that referral link and orders, or you send that to someone they order, you get between 10 and 40% commissions. I was like, there's no sign up, there's no monthly fee, there's no required product purchase. You can have that link and you can earn commissions. And he's like, well, isn't there like a minimum that you have to order monthly? I was like, no, there's no minimums that you have. There's no required anything in this business. You just have a link and you can send it out. And I was like, dude, get this. I was like, there's no left leg, there's no right leg. For you to advance in your business has nothing to do with how many people you enroll. And for example, I was with Body, and I loved the experience I had with Body. I got to help so many people with their health, fitness, and nutrition. But
well, with Arbonne, it didn't really matter how many people you enrolled, but what did matter is how much you sold. I mean, bonuses were based off of, like, from what I remember, like distributors that you enrolled under you and stuff like that. But to rank up, you didn't really have to have people below you. However, to hit the rank advancement, you need to sell $40,000 worth. Yeah, you get people below you. And then the next month you have to sell, I think it was like at least another 40 to 50, maybe 60,000, because you have to have a certain amount in 2 months. You have to have a certain amount in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. That's kind of like how the ranks work in Arbonne. And Arbonne's a hardcore multi-level marketing company, whatever. So like, just because they don't say like you have to have this many distributors below you this month or this many, whatever, that doesn't matter, because ultimately they will tailor it to where you have to have a downline to be very successful. Or maybe you have millions of followers on social media and you just have a ton of customers. But that is so rare. So the majority of people who do well in MLM have a large team beneath them.
To advance in a rank, you had to get one of your people to enroll 8 people, 4 on each side, and then make sure that they enrolled 2 people. One on each side enrolled 2 people, and they all had a certain amount of product on an auto ship. Here, your advancements have nothing to do with how many people you enroll, or are they on an auto ship of X amount of dollars? No. To advance in this business is solely based on the volume of dollars of sales that you make. You sell 2,000, for example, you see people hitting what's called Premier Affiliate. And I have about 30 images I have made that I'm going to be celebrating after this live video. There's so many, I'm not just going to put them all grouped together. I'm going to go to each individual person on our team and put it on their page and celebrate them. But those advancements are from their own personal sales. And here's the thing, like when you, let's say, so for example, I was just having a conversation with another girl. She's like,
I thought something was on my screen, but there's just like a hole or something in the wall behind his head, and I just want to scratch it off so bad, but I can't.
You know, back in October, she's like, you know, I need to see the products first, and one of the things that gave me so much stress was building a team. So let me look at it in the future. So I was having a conversation with her today. She's seen the results over the past 5 months of myself and over 100 of our clients. And so she's like, okay, I'm interested in looking at it. And I was like, and she's like, remember, I was so stressed at the fact of building a team. It like brought me no joy, but I love helping people with their health and fitness. So I shared with her
So do something else. There's so many other ways you can help people with their health and fitness that don't include scamming through a multi-level marketing company. There are so many ways. I just think it's a bunch of bullshit when they're like, I don't want to build a team. Like, I was so stressed thinking about it, but I want to help people with their health and fitness. Find another way, babe. There's tons of other ways to do it. You can use Google. I don't need to list them all out for you. God forbid that you don't join a multi-level marketing company to scam people. I just don't believe her that the team stressed her out so much. I think she just might not have wanted to do it because maybe she's had bad experience with MLM, or maybe it's just been a bunch of bullshit or whatever. I don't know. What I did know is if it was truly about helping people, you would do the things that actually help people, which is not this.
Your advancement and growth in this has nothing to do with whether you build a team or not. You earn based on the volume of your sales. And let's say someone that you are talking with, they're like, I want to be an affiliate too. They can become an affiliate. And here's the cool thing that's so different. When they place their own order as well, let's say they want to do muscle and metabolic collection. They want to get fit, lean, and hydrated. When they order, because you enrolled them, you get a commission on them just as if they were one of your customers. It doesn't go into this leg or that leg and change from dollar amount into volume points. So that's one thing that's hugely different. Now the thing that I want to share with you guys about the title of this video is, in order to qualify for earning the founder's bonus, which is between $500 and $103,000, you can earn over the course between, it literally starts whenever you enroll as an affiliate, but the deadline to qualify is March 31st, which is coming up here in 5 days. Then what happens is any volume of sales that you create, or any of your affiliates and your customers create, as that volume of sales increases, in our compensation plan, for example, when your team, your customers, any affiliates that you have hits 25,000 in sales, you get a $500 a month bonus. That's part of the compensation plan.
When people below you hit $25,000 in sales, how many people are doing that? Tell me how many people next year are going to be doing that. Like, this is ridiculous. What's frustrating to me is that when people start multi-level marketing companies and new people come into this brand new multi-level marketing company, of course, people are going to be hitting the top. People are going to be doing this and doing that. Then it's going to get saturated, and it's going to be nearly impossible for people to continue doing that, especially when they're starting from the bottom, coming in later. It's just, they're like, look at this amazing opportunity. I did this in 3 months. Okay, well, yeah, you started when the company started, and then you brought your whole team from another MLM and put them underneath you. It's just frustrating when they talk about it like it's this incredible opportunity, because the start of a brand new multi-level marketing company, what I see happens is people get in, get their bag, and fuck off real quickly. And I just have a feeling. As
it is. When your team does 50,000 in sales, you get $1,000 a month bonus. That's just part of the compensation plan normally. When your team does 100,000 in sales in a month, it's $1,500. And that goes all the way up to when your team does 5 million in sales, it's $100,000 a month bonus. Now, one thing I want to share with you guys, with our Beachbody team, we were doing about $6.5 million in sales every single month with our former business. So my goal is in 5 years to do over $5 million in sales and receive that $100,000 a month bonus for growing that team. Now remember, to build this business, there's no requirements. You don't have to build a team, and you can earn. So for example, my good friend Jared, he hasn't really started. He has some affiliates who rolled on his team, but he's not really in the space of mentoring other affiliates to build a business right now. He has some, they're in the team. I'm working with them. We're doing team trainings and all of those. We have all those resources. But Jared is closing in on over $7,500 in commissions from his own personal efforts, from his own, like, as you sell more to whether they're affiliates or customers, the percentage of what you can earn goes up. So really attractive for the modern affiliate. And so that's what he's doing without even building a team. Now, if you do want to build a team or you enroll affiliates and they are selling products as well, and they're earning some commissions. That the bonuses that I talked about monthly, I already shared with you. That's part of the compensation plan as is. But what happens with the founders bonus, if you're enrolled before March 31st, over the next year, you basically get that bonus times 2 in a way. So for example, let's say you have a team that does 25,000 in sales, and you get the $500 bonus. That's part of the compensation model. But because of the founders bonus, you get it twice. So you get 500 again in the founders bonus. So let's say your team gets to 50,000 sales. You get a $1,000 bonus in the comp model.
This is only going on for 1 year, by the way. This isn't consistent. This is jump in, make us as much money as you can, get as much money as you can, and then after this year, let's hope you built up enough. Let's hope you built a big enough team to continue to make some money. It's so deceptive, and it gives people this false hope or this false idea that this is going to create a good income for them, especially like long term.
As it is, but because you were enrolled before March 31st, you also get $1,000 again as part of the founders bonus. And so if you calculate those up, you can go up all the way to earning up to $103,000. So I'm somebody that I believe highly in myself. I'm willing to work consistently and do everything I possibly can in my own alignment with my own ethics and values to help as many people as possible. And so like,
bro, you're in an MLM. Your ethics are fucked. Your values, fucked. All right? Bad. No bueno. You know? Can we just like collectively decide that instead of joining a multi-level marketing company, we'll just go to therapy? That's what I did. Can we just figure it out a different way? Maybe a way that will actually benefit people around you, benefit yourself, benefit people you care about, because multi-level marketing companies do not do that.
My plan is to earn the entire $103,000 worth of the founders bonus. And that is on top of my own commissions and what I'm doing for building our team already. To give you guys an idea, we're going into month 5 of this business, and we're hitting 100,000 in sales as a team this month alone in 5 months, and that's absolutely incredible. So
that's not surprising though, because you were one of the first people to get into the company, one of the first people to get into the company when it opened, like when it started. You were there. You were like quote unquote a founder or whatever he's talking about. You were there. No, that's not surprising. No, that's not incredible. That's pretty much one of the only times this is actually possible. You know what? Honestly, Scotty, you probably should be doing better since you were there from the very beginning. 100,000, really? Really? That kind of sucks, huh?
I share that with you so that you can understand that there's that opportunity. So if you're someone out there that's like, I'm going to go after this, I want to build, why not take advantage of the founders bonus on top? And if you have other questions on the compensation model, send me a message. Like, I've done trainings in Spanish and English talking about every single part of the compensation plan and the model, how to maximize it and how to grow that as well if you have that interest in growing a team. Also remember, if you don't want to grow a team, you can earn between 10 and 40% commissions either way, whether you build a team or not. And I did a live the other day where I shared an example of 4 specific girls on our team that worked over 7, some of them 8 years, one of them 9 years, never advanced to diamond, and they're earning now with us here more than they did there. And we're only...
The concept of getting in early before saturation is not fucking hard to get. Was that rude? That might have been rude. It can be difficult for people to understand, and I might be out of touch when it comes to people and logic and not understanding this because I've been doing this for about 4 years. So yes, that it can be difficult. But like Scotty, Mr. Scotto, Big O number 2 is little O. Little O. Little O is I hate myself. No, I don't. Little O is making it sound like something that it's not. Simply put. And I've also lost my thought process after coming up with little O because I was just so proud.
On month 4 with many of those people. So the last thing that I want to share is something that's quite funny. Like I mentioned this on the other live video. There's multiple videos of me on YouTube, people using
Ayo, biz! Hi, it's me and I think like Aaron and other people, but I did one recently. And I wonder if he's going to talk about that. I have no idea. Maybe not.
My name, Scottie Hobbs leaves Beachbody. Scottie Hobbs invading his Beachbody team to build this new business with Make Wellness. There's all kinds of titles. There's 3-hour videos. There's 45-minute videos. Seems like every week one of my friends sends me like, hey, have you seen this? And I'll click on it. I'll be like, oh, that's crazy. That's so weird. And I've never watched one of them, and I don't ever plan on watching one of them. But it just blows my mind that there's people out there in this world that would rather try to tear somebody down than try to do something on their own terms and go out and just build people up.
Huh? Tear somebody down instead of go out there on their own terms and build people up? Do you not question, and I want y'all to answer below too. Do you not think this builds people up? What about education doesn't build people up? It might not look the same, but let me tell you something, little o. What I do is going to build someone up long-term, big boy. What you do is going to build someone up and then tear them apart long-term. Your impact is a net negative, my guy. My impact is a net positive, even if I say bitchy things, even if I'm a bit rude. Doesn't matter. Because what I do is a net positive. And I do it being me completely, instead of putting on a fake ass smile and acting like I'm some holier than thou homeboy Mormon. Okay? I just say Mormon because a lot of them do act holier than thou, but also holier than thou multi-level marketing boss bro scammer, however you want to word it. So I recommend, just bear with me, Scotty, take a look in the mirror real fucking hard. Take a look. Yeah, take a moment, Lilo. Take a look. And ask yourself, how many people have I actually helped long term? Of the thousands and thousands that have passed through my business, how many of them have I impacted in a positive way that are still around and want to support me and be my friend? Let me tell you something. Mine is a net positive, Lilo. Mine's a net positive. How's yours?
I love people no matter what decision they make in their life, and I think you should be that same type of person where you're non-judgmental, where you just love. When you are...
I think you should f off, but I mean, maybe we have a different view. I think you should be that same kind of person. Well, I think that I don't care what you think. Very honestly, I don't care. Actually, when you say stuff like this, Scotty, it makes me go, oh, opposite. Oh, I shouldn't be that. Because when a scammer's trying to tell me what to do or what to be, I don't take their advice.
Loving at a high frequency, and you show up with that type of energy and that type of love, great things are going to happen in your life. You're going to be rewarded. Whatever it is that you're going after in life, whether it's your own health, whether it's a financial goal that you're going after, when you just express love and live love, you're going to be far more blessed. There was, like, I
can't express to you how much this YouTube channel and this platform that I have has blessed me. How much all of you out there that are watching have blessed me, and it's been an honor, and I love it so much more than I ever loved being successful in a multi-level marketing company. It feels so real. It feels like I put in the hard work and I did it. I put in the hours of reading and understanding and getting this concept of multi-level marketing companies. I put in the years of consistency through a bunch of bullshit that's gone on in my life. I've done all of this, and you've been there to support me, and it means everything to me. So I don't care about your high frequency bullshit, little o. Doesn't mean anything to me. Why? I don't need it. I don't need your high frequency stuff. You need that as a scammer. You need to try to let in as much good energy as possible because your vibe is bad energy. Okay? Your vibe's off. And I'm not like a huge person when it comes to like energy and all of that stuff, but I believe in it to an aspect. Yeah, absolutely. And his energy, you know what I mean?
Look, I don't watch those videos. I don't comment on those videos, but I share that with you.
I heard that the first couple times you said it. Try to reassure me again.
Because there's going to be people that are watching this video that want to go out and build a life and make some sort of impact. If you're going to go out and do something great with your life or go do something big with your life, you're going to have opposition. It's inevitable. So you have to make that decision right now. Like, there's going to be people that have opinions about what I do, whether it's what religion you go to, or that you want to compete in a fitness competition, or you want to change religions, or you want to
hear about my opposition, little o? I didn't have people saying, look how unethical and and how much of a scammer she is. Look at all this bad stuff she's done, and look at the facts and the proof I have to prove it. You know what I had people doing? Calling my school saying that I should be kicked out. Why? Because I called them on their bullshit. I showed the facts from their company, and I gave people the proof of why they shouldn't be doing what that person's doing, and why what that person's doing is bad. So when we talk about opposition, let's be logical with what that looks like.
You want to go build a business. There's going to be people that judge you whether you do anything with your life or not. And so I share that with you so that you can have the boldness and the courage to go after that despite what the haters might say. One of my favorite quotes, and I'm not going to quote it, is
Should I get a tattoo with the word hater? I'm trying to do a sleeve on my left arm, and I kind of have another tattoo picked out, but I do want to get the word hater somewhere. Maybe it could be really small and just like really funny. I think I might. If y'all have ideas, let me know. And I know y'all are going to have a lot of bullshit to say, because he's not just talking about me. He's talking about other creators and you. People who comment, people who support, people who watch, blah, blah, blah. He's talking about y'all as well. So I'm excited to read what you have to say back to Mr. Scotty. Maybe he'll take a look. Or you know what? He probably won't, because he tells us many times that he doesn't watch or read or anything of any of this stuff. So, hey, Scotty.
Favorite quotes, and I'm not going to quote it, is the man in the arena quote. Like, go read that quote sometime and just decide, like, I'm going to be that man in the arena. I'm not going to be the critic that sits in the stands and talks about the person that's actually in the arena doing the work. And it's quite funny. There was this.
I'm in my own arena, Scotty. Little O acts like his arena is it. Only thing. I'm in my own arena. And you know what mine looks like? Not yours. I'm in the ethical arena.
I remember the first couple of weeks, there was this guy. And he was the husband of an elite, what was called elite coach in our former company, Body. And he sent me this message. He's like, hey, bro, I've always admired you. I've always looked up to what you've done. And you inspired my wife to go out and do her business. They weren't a part of our team, just part of the company. And he's like, man, you should be so ashamed of yourself that you're going out here and you're just pushing these products that you've never even tried yet. And it's so funny. Like, I don't respond to people. I responded to him and I was like, hey, dude, like, you can have your opinion. That's awesome. I wrote him back and I was like, but I find it quite funny that you say that you have admired me from afar. You've never commented on one of my posts. You've never sent me a message to say, like, thanks for the things you've done to inspire my wife. But one thing that you disagree with, and you come into my inbox with this trash. I was like,
but I think that's a fair point, though. Like, you haven't even tried the products and you are shoving them down people's throats. That tells me it's not because you love the products and want to help people. You don't even know if they work well. What if you reacted poorly to them? I think that person had a fair point. Whether they're in an MLM or not, I don't care. If they had a fair point, I'm going to give kudos to where kudos is due, and that's true. And I think you're just butthurt because that person was right.
That's probably something that you should work on, and I'm super proud of the work that.
You know what I think you should work on, Scotty? Your attitude. You're talking about bad energy, blah, 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 this and that, bad vibe. Have you looked in the mirror? I think somebody needs to get him a mirror is what it is. I think he needs to take a long look, because he's the one giving off the bad vibe at this point, the bad energy, the whatever you want to call it. Also, sorry to keep pausing. I mean, you're here to hear me talk and blabber, but also here to him talk and blabber. So I'm not that sorry, but you know, I just have a lot to say.
We're doing, and watch. We're going to have hundreds of thousands of success stories, and we're going to build this thing. And so, my friends, sometimes the haters, the people that disagree with what you're going to do, they can be that interior motivation for you to go out there and show them, I'm going to build a business that does 5 million in sales in the next 5 years in a single.
The amount of content you're going to give me, Scotty, I am so fucking stoked for this. Yes, please go build that. Here's the deal though. The more you go out, the more you say this, the more you talk about it, the more content you're going to give me, and the less it's going to help you. All right? Plain and simple.
Month. We're gonna have doctors, physicians, gyms, chiropractors, physical therapists, elite bodybuilders on our team out there passionately sharing that. And we already have many of those people here working alongside us. And so it's just a motivation. So if you're out there doing that.
Yeah, because there can never be a shitty doctor. There can never be a shitty bodybuilder. There can never be a shitty this or shitty that. Just because you have a doctor on your team, by the way, what kind? Also, just because you have a doctor on your team doesn't mean shit to me. Doesn't mean shit. I've worked with doctors for several years now. Doesn't mean shit to me, homeboy.
Or you have people doing that, let that be part of your drive as well. But my deep drive inside of my heart and my I've been doing live videos, I almost said corazón, inside of my heart and my soul, is that I want to make sure that my kids see that when they saw me got knocked down and get everything taken away, that yes, I felt it, I cried, I felt all of the emotions for a couple days, for a minute in my lifetime, right? But I got back up, I stayed true to my vision and my goal, and my vision and my goal has always been, my purpose, to remind people that their family is their most important work on earth, help them feel better and earn more income for their family. And this is the best place that I can possibly be doing that right now. I'm seeing my friends earn money that they deserve for their hard work. Their clients are seeing incredible results with our all natural peptides. I think it's so important, this mission that we have. Thinking back, like you see so many people on Ozempic, on Mounjaro, and all.
Talk shit about it, dude. I dare you. Talk shit about it. Talk shit about it.
All of these things, and many of them, some don't have negative side effects, but many have negative side effects. Messes with their stomachs, with their intestines, but many of the things that are not being talked about.
Cite your source. I mean, yeah, people have side effects from drugs, from medication. That's a part of medication. Doesn't mean it doesn't help them.
Is that they're losing, on average, 39% of the weight loss that they're losing is from muscle mass. And on average, 1 to 2 years, they come off of that medication. They gain 2/3 of the weight back, which happens to be less than they started with. But you have to remember that 39% of that weight loss was muscle mass. And
Okay, but there are ways to do it without that happening. He's leaving out information on purpose, of course. Also, cite your motherfucking sources. It's just not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's just not, especially on YouTube, because you can have your description be the same for every video. You don't have to re-upload your description or anything. You can just make it the same for every video. And in every description for the last year and a half, probably, I have, whenever I like talk about facts or statistics or whatever, I have at least 3, maybe 4 sources below that you can go through and read, see where I'm getting my information from.
Muscle mass does not come back naturally. So I'm on a mission here to help people understand that there are natural peptides extracted from nature that can do very much the similar thing that those injectable synthetic peptides that are doing, with none of the negative side effects.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And that's really dangerous. And also just unhinged of you to say. Yeah, he's on the agenda for a while. Yeah, keep putting this bullshit out, Scotty. Don't worry. You'll lose it all eventually.
That's mind-blowing. 100% of the weight loss in the human clinical trials with our lean peptide came from fat mass. 100%, not 39% like you see.
What do y'all think I'm going to say? Show your sources. If you're going to say some bullshit, you better have bullshit to back it up.
Our fit peptide, my friends, 4 times the muscle protein synthesis of a whey protein shake, and a reduction.
Prove it. Prove it. I should just tattoo "prove it" on my fucking head, but not like the MLM company. Oh, maybe I should. Because one day, in the next couple of years, Prove It's going to be gone. Then it'll be like a part of Herbalife, I think. So I could just use the word "prove it" from the MLM company. PRUVIT. Right across my forehead. And every time he says some bullshit, I'll just point to my forehead.
Of exercise-induced inflammation, and 5 times more effective than creatine. My friends, there's a thing, I wasn't going to mention this. I'm going to pull this up on my laptop because I can't remember what time. 7:30 Central, 6:30 p.m. tonight. There's a call for elite athletes, for gyms, for professional trainers, where we're going to talk about these peptides. One of my friends is on there. He's the all-natural bodybuilding champion, 2 years out of Colorado. He owns multiple medical weight loss clinics where they were doing many of these types of these things to help people with weight loss. They've transitioned over to using all-natural peptides in their clinics in Colorado. This thing, I'm telling you right now, I was saying before, like 2 years, 3 years.
Okay, I did it because fuck it.
But I believe now 6 months, 1 year. 2 years at the most. Every single, make wellness and bioactive precision peptides, these all natural peptides, are going to be a household name. And so the question that you have to ask yourself is do I want to be a part of that? Like, we're in the very launch ground phase. We've paid over $18 million in commissions already in month 3. We've broken every record in a direct sales space. These peptides, for
Prove it, Scotty.
example, we're partnered with the lab that created these. We have exclusive rights as Make Wellness to be the only direct sales channel to be able to sell these peptides. They're going to be a household name. We're going to build a $1 billion company. So my question is, do you want to be a part of that? Like,
Nah, I'm good. You know what I can be a part of though? The pizza club. Anyone have a club where you just like send me pizza?
this is just my own personal outlook of this, but when I was thinking about should I do this or not, Gabby and I made a list. We took a long walk on the Thursday that I enrolled. We made a list, pros and cons. There were literally 0 cons. But some of the biggest pros that were there were the people that we were going to be surrounded with, the leadership of the company, the leadership of the people that I was partnering with to be able to build this company. And we even said, like, if this isn't what we want it to be, and this was before we ever had a product, we said our lives will be better by partnering with and learning and growing together with these human beings. And that was one of the biggest things that Gabby and I decided, like, even if we didn't, our lives will be better by being surrounded with these humans. Now, much to our not too surprised, but the products have delivered far better than we ever imagined they would deliver. And the compensation model and the affiliates that are coming into our team are earning far better than we thought they would. Now,
Prove it. Y'all are like, JulieJo, say something else. No, I just need him to prove something. Just one thing he has said, and I'll be mildly surprised.
remember, everybody's income will be directly dependent on their own effort, diligence, and skills.
Prove
And
it.
someone messaged me yesterday that's thinking about it. He's like, so I'm assuming what I'm able to earn is dependent on what I do, right? And I was like, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, JulieJo. Let's bring it down a notch, you bitch.
Dependent on what you do. I was like, you could be the first person enrolled in this company, but if you don't go out and help somebody, you'll absolutely earn $0. So it is dependent on your own effort, diligence, and skills, but we're building that $1 billion company. And
Prove it.
one thing, someone was like, you probably shouldn't share that, but I share from my heart everything that I think about. Like, I remember thinking as well, I was like, many of my good friends were going to come build this company. And I was letting my ego hold me back. Like, I've never been divorced. Gabby and I have been married 19 years this year, but I felt very much what I imagine it feels like if you get betrayed and you go through a divorce. You're like, I'm never doing that again.
Shut the fuck up. As someone going through a divorce, Little O really thinks he gets it. He thinks that there's something about him. It's got to be this, like, I say snob, but that's not the right word. He is so smug. Like, he thinks he knows it all. He thinks he gets it all. You don't know shit about nothing.
Right? I'm never doing that again. But I know some friends who have been through divorce who are in a new relationship and marriage for, 7-10 years now, and it's the most beautiful thing they've ever experienced. But it was
Not the same thing as what you're going through, my guy. Just for the record.
at one point they had to let that ego go and realize there is better love out there. There is something better out there for me. And so I was letting
Ego? Yours was an ego. Honestly, theirs might have been, from my experience, fear. It's crazy. What are you saying is crazy? Okay?
for a few minutes, I was letting my ego hold me back. And this is my personality. Your personality might be different. And I saw many of my good friends that I love that have the same values of family first, put God before everything. They love Jesus, and they're coming to do this. And I was like, man, I would have so much regret. This is me personally. You might not feel like this, but I was like, I would have so much regret if in 5 years from now, I saw many of my good friends that I know I have the same talent, ability, and skill, just absolutely crushing it, just speaking on stages, earning income, doing something that they absolutely love, going on these incredible reward trips, speaking on stage, at huge team retreats. I was like, that would break my heart. I would have so much regret. And so, my friends, here we are. You have, if you want to work hard and earn part of that founder's bonus, just know that The deadline for that is in 5 days. But I also want you to know, when I joined my first business, it took me 9 months. So if you're sitting here listening like, this all sounds good, but I need to do my research, I need to watch Scotty and see if this is something, or he is someone I would truly want to work with, watch. Just watch, observe, silently observe if you want. Ask questions in my DMs. I'm never gonna try to convince you to do something, because if I have
You've been doing that for the past 21 minutes and 34 seconds. Is that not what these videos are for? To convince people to join their company?
to try to convince you to join me or to do this, I'm gonna have to try to convince you to build your business. And that's not the way I build a business. I build a business with people who feel like, just like, they've been waiting for their shot in life. They've been waiting for their opportunity. They've been praying for their opportunity. They're the hardest worker in the room that they know. And they're just like, why am I the hardest worker and I just can't get ahead? I'm looking for that person, because that's the person that I was. And for me, it took me 9 months. Like, I'm stubborn. So the thing about me is, like, once I make a decision, I go all in. But it takes me a minute to make that decision. So if you're that person as well, I want to give you that grace that you watch, you observe, you watch the testimonials, you ask me, I send you videos, you do the research, you read the human clinical trials, you see the research papers, you watch the trainings.
I would love to see them. Show me. Scotty, show me.
Heck, you ask me for my private trainings, like how do I train my coaches, what do we do? And you watch, and then when the time is right for you, we're here ready for you to come on board with us and to help thousands of lives, help people unlock their human potential with bioactive precision peptides extracted from nature, with the most generous compensation plan that you could ever find in the affiliate model.
Prove it.
With the ability to earn back-end team bonuses should you enroll affiliates and they go to do something with this business as well. All right, my friends, I'm always a message away if you have questions. Hey, it's a sign I couldn't hit finish. And maybe this isn't for you, but maybe you know somebody who loves health and fitness. Maybe they're a personal trainer, they own a gym, they own a wellness clinic, and it's not for you. But you know this could benefit them, and you know us, and you trust Gabby and I over the 15 years that we've been here on Facebook. Tag them, send them this video, be like, hey, this is my friend Scotty. This thing he's doing, I think it looks pretty cool. I think it might be up your alley. Take a look at it, or let me connect you to. Referral is a man's best friend. And I'll also go drop in the comments of this video a couple of videos that you guys can watch, so you don't even have to message me if you don't want. But if you do want to hop on that opportunity call live with us tonight with some of my friends who are fitness competitors, natural bodybuilding competitors that own wellness clinics, just shoot me a message today. I'll watch my inbox and I'll make sure you can get that link.
Sweet. What a way to end it. Oh, well, that's that. We're done with Little O for today. There will likely be more Little O in the future, though. I will tell you that. Oh, that rhymed a little bit. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your thoughts below on the video. I am sure many of you have them, because that was quite intense and wild, in my opinion. And don't forget to support the channel for free. You can simply hit the subscribe button and the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Everyone say, we love you, Ava. Bye.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.